Hey, welcome back to Snap Bolt Games. My name's Max, and we got another Pauper League here. And I've been working on this Affinity list, and I'm going to run it through another league. This is the next iteration of it. I'm going up on Of One Mind. Check out the other videos on my channel. It's youtube.com/snapbolt. Really appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel, like this video, really helps me out. But I've run this deck through a couple leagues, and I've been making some changes as I go, and this is where we're at now. Um, so basically, I'll just start with the changes I've made. I have two Springleaf Drum, but I just kind of have like a hatred for that card just because I always seem to draw it and it doesn't really do anything. Draw it later in the game, that is, it doesn't really do anything. It can be good early, it allows for some explosive starts, but I'm going to try without it. And to fix our mana, instead of Springleaf Drum, I just went up to 4 Chromatic Sphere. It looks a little bit weird, but I actually like having 8 of these 1 mana artifacts that cantrip. They're really good with Frogmite and Mirror Enforcer. They just like on turn one you play like a star, turn two you can play a sphere or another star, and Thoughtcast on the same turn. Um, so they're pretty good at just getting your artifact count up. They cycle at least star you can sack to a Tog. So there's a lot of synergy, and they just put themselves in the graveyard. They work with the cycle while they cantrip. So they have a lot of synergy in the deck, but this deck is basically just an affinity deck, and we're running 8 humans, 4 Disciple, 4 Thraben, and then we're running 3 Of One Mind, which is a 1 mana divination if you control a human and a non-human. So we need Disciple or Thraben plus any other creature of a Tog, Frogmite, or Mirror Enforcer. Frogmite honestly has been pretty bad, pretty low impact. Oh, did I just cut one? It's been pretty low impact, but I'm including them here. I went down to 3 just because it's like the cheapest way to get a non-human creature into play, often costing 0 mana for Of One Mind. And I was really liking Of One Mind, so we're trying to go a little bit harder on this card and basically like break it, try to make it good. And now we have Of One Mind and Thoughtcast, not to mention all these cards that can trip, so we can really rip through our deck. Even this draws a card slowly. So that's basically the main deck. Only 16 land. I thought about going to 2 Frogmite and running one more land up to 17, but I just went a little bit greedy. Um, and then in the sideboard, I think the sideboard has not changed at all. Same sideboard as the last league. Looks pretty solid. I'm not going to go too much into it. Let's just get right into the games. I'll see you in round one. All right, welcome to round one. This hand is pretty sketchy, but I think I'm actually going to keep. We have turn one seat into Sphere, and we can crack that to draw an extra card, play Thraben, get another artifact. So if we draw one more land, our hand's actually pretty good. So I think I'm going to go ahead and keep it. It is sketchy for sure, but this deck only plays 16 lands, so you have to keep some number of low land count hands. This hand may have been a mulligan, but I'm going to try it. We'll see how it goes. Swamp Go, are we against Cycle Storm? Nice, and we just rip a land off the top. That's perfect. I think I'm just going Furnace, Sphere, Pass, Cycle. Yep. Okay, Ash Barrens for Mountain. This might just be like a black-red mid-range deck. Is that the mountain they got? Yeah. That does not look good to me, but it doesn't matter, obviously. All right, now I think I'm just running out Prism. I don't want to crack this yet because I want to keep my artifact count up for a Thoughtcast. So let's just keep adding to our artifacts, and drawing land is pretty much the best possible. And I don't want to just play out like a Tog or something and have them just like play a cast down or a lightning bolt on it right now. So I'd rather wait on that. Just keep drawing cards. Like I said, keep getting my artifact count up, and then later I can Tog. Yeah, we've just drawn land, which is actually pretty sick with this hand. If they are just like a red-black mid-range deck, this hand is good. I'm just drawing a bunch of cards, getting my stuff going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 artifacts. I can go up to 6 artifacts and play Mirror Enforcer. But I think I can still start with Thoughtcast. I think I'm going to go with Thoughtcast, play Thraben, and then I can still play Mirror Enforcer, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So this is pretty sick. Thoughtcast, land, Thraben, which is an artifact as well. It makes a clue. And then Mirror Enforcer for 1. Sweet. We have this clue on the table still. We have a sphere on the table. So we have a lot of extra cards we can still draw, even though we're out of like card advantage in hand. This might get bolted, but that is totally fine. Cast down on my Mirror Enforcer, sure. And even in like matchups like this, and like, well, yeah, they're just like black red control, I think. Even in matchups like this, like the Raven was pretty good there, and Mirror Enforcer, oh, Lightning. This might just be Jund. Um, but Of One Mind is still fine just as a divination. So I think I'm just I could discard this Galv Blast. I may want it. I could discard a Tog plus land, but I kind of want to keep both the Togs. It really keeps pressure on like all their removal if I just like start playing out of Togs. So I think I'm discarding Galv Blast land. I might regret that, but I think I'm gonna do it. Okay, Thraben. I think I start with that. It's close. I wonder if I want to crack Sphere now as well. It's not really doing anything sitting here now. Draw. There's another Sphere. Okay. This is close. Definitely do want to play Thraben. I think I'm going to play Thraben, trigger, then I'm going to play Sphere, crack for red, and probably play a Tog. Wait, let's play this. Just keep blue man. I guess I have Prism also. I could crack Clue, but again, I think. Oh, and let's just. I have to tap Prism. Doesn't really matter. I think playing a Tog is good. Puts pressure on them again. They kind of have to use removal. And this can dodge Lightning Bolt just by eating one artifact. So. Still like my position here. They're on 3 mana. Chainer's Edict. They're even putting in work. Okay. Well, we can't quite kill them yet. Disciple. Now can we kill them? Let's see. Land. That's 5, 6, 7, 8 artifacts. They only have Mountain Up. They could have Snuff Out though. I don't really want to play into a Snuff Out. So why don't I just start by going Thraben or Disciple and then draw a card. Yes. Yield. Again, I don't want to just like go all in on a Tog, attack, and have them snuff out, and then me having sacked my entire board. It's just not worth it. And there we go. Of One Mind for 1 mana. That was sweet. The Raven Inspector. Yeah, we're just going off here. Functioning pretty perfectly after drawing well after our opening hand. So this is dope. Raven looking great in this deck. Yeah, they're just on 3 mana, so we got them. So they could just be black-red mid-range and not have green, but I kind of feel like they're on Jund. I don't think it matters too much. Blast is reasonable. I think Bonder's Ornament's great. If they're Jund, my Relic gets a little bit better, but I don't even know if it's that good anyway. I could just start by sideboarding minimally. I think our deck is pretty reasonably positioned. I will always like siding out a Fling, just because they're going to be a little bit better prepared generally. And this looks like a heavy removal deck. So they can often just kill my Atog before I can like set up an Atog plus Fling. I could go down like a couple Galvanic Blasts. I know it's weird, but I think that's what I want to do. They look just to be a really heavy removal deck. I could just go down like 1 Blast and a Frogmite because it's low impact. Makes my Of One Minds worse, but I think that's okay. Again, this card just does less than other cards. I could side out a Sphere, but I want to be able to function. I think Hydroblast is good just in the fact that it can counter Lightning and any other type of removal spells. They might have some Pyroblasts or something, so let's just go like this. I don't want to change too much. Maybe cutting 2 Galvanic Blasts again would have been better, but I have to see more cards from the opponent before I really make those decisions. Alright, Snapkeep. The only white card in our list is Thraben, so it's good to lead with Ancient Dead, just because if these die, they are less important. Oh, I should probably not side out Gallop because they could have Gorilla Shaman. Yeah, so definitely leaving Gallop in the future. Let's play Star, because if they kill Star, at least I still draw. Probably just plan to jam Prism next turn, not even cracking Star yet. Prism's really crucial to this deck working as well. And I do want to find room for like at least one, maybe two Bonders Ornament in the main. Yeah, it's obviously Jund, which I should note. Yeah, let's just Prism. I think I'm going Vault into Prism. If they just like jam a Gorilla Shaman next turn, I think I'm dead. Ooh, okay. I can potentially, if I untap here, I can beat a Gorilla Shaman. So they're gonna get a Swamp. Yeah. If they draw their hate, they can do well in this matchup, but I think otherwise we just draw so many cards. We're kind of like the bigger mid-range deck in that sense. It's just like an Abrade on a land. Yeah. Okay. Well, I could just play a Tog. I don't hate that, but then I don't have Hydroblast up. I think I'm just gonna go Seat, Sphere, Pass. If they go Blightning or play like another red spell that I want to counter, it'll be nice to be able to counter it rather than just not be able to do anything. It's nice that I have a lot of lands, considering they're trying to kill my lands. Lightning? Oh. Llanowar Visionary. Yeah. So now that we know it's Jund and not just black-red removal, we can sideboard accordingly. Alright. Again, I could just play Disciple plus the Tog, but I do want to leave up um, Hydroblast if I can. Why don't I just go lead on Disciple, and then I think I just crack Sphere for red here. See what happens. Do I just jam a Tog? I think I'm just going to pass the turn. I could crack this Star as well, but I think I'm going to wait. I guess I could side out some Disciples as well in this matchup. They're just going Lightning Bolt on that. I could counter this, but don't hate just letting it resolve either. I don't really need that Disciple. I'd rather counter like a boarding party or, again, something more impactful. It's just another Visionary. Why are they leaving up this mana and why aren't they attacking for 2? I'm not sure why. But now next turn, I can play a Tog and leave up Hydroblast. Of one mind. I could just play that. I think I'll play that next turn. Just play a Tog and pass with Hydroblast up. And then next turn I can start drawing some more cards. Can't of one mind for 1 mana yet because they killed our Disciple. But they can't really attack into this Tog. I can always sack Star to a Tog to draw Terminate. Alright, I think I'm supposed to just counter this now. They have 3 cards left. Damage-based removal doesn't really kill this again. Oh no, that's game. They got my Hydroblast. Should have kept it for Gorilla Shaman, but now we know. So now they can literally kill all of my lands. Oh, I should have also cracked Star in response to this to try to draw the second Hydroblast. I think I just lose now. I don't think I can come back from this. I'm just going to concede, but let's just see if I would have drawn it. All right. Gorilla Shaman gets you sometimes. So let's weave in Gallblast just in case they do play an early Gorilla Shaman. Definitely need the Hydroblasts. Go down on a Disciple. Again, Of One Mind is okay if we have to play it for more mana. Thinking if I want anything else, even like Relic, because they might have a bunch of Pulse and Marasas. I think if that's like their game plan, I can potentially beat that. I just can't beat Gorilla Shaman, basically. This card's insane. Alright, let's try it like this. Don't think this is actually good enough. I'm just gonna mulligan. Alright, I'll have to keep this. I can just put back either a Bonder's Ornament or a Mirror Enforcer. I think I'm just gonna put back Mirror Enforcer. I think that just dies to like a lot of their stuff. It's good, yeah, but I think it's worth to put that back. No one drop it is annoying, but we'll have to make do. In red. Green, okay. And there's the one drop right on time. Just Prism draw. There's Disciple, okay. Land would be great to deploy this Bonder's Ornament. Not quite. I think I want to start cantripping and trying to find a land here. Hitting land drops is really good. So let's just go Sphere. Crack for black. Star, go. Not looking good, especially if they like a braid a land. If they do, they definitely should have done it on their turn. Don't Gorilla Shaman me one time. Okay. Bonder's Ornament is actually good against Bonder's Ornament, surprisingly. Land. I don't really care about the drain right now. I'm more concerned with hitting the land drop. Okay, nice. So now I can go play my Bonder's Ornament, play a Disciple. This way, if they have an artifact destruction spell, they have to kill this. Again, if they have Gorilla Shaman right now, I can't beat it. But there's nothing I can do. I have to draw into Hydroblast to be able to beat that. Thorn right now? Wow, that's so... I guess they get a Lightning Bolt. Jeez. I think I'm just going Gallblast on this, trying to attack. If they don't have Lightning Bolt, I take the Monarch. And I still get to deploy more stuff afterwards. I mean, I think this is just going to die. Did they have the Lightning Bolt? No? Wow. That is shocking that they went for that. Now I think I just lead on Thoughtcast. Let's tap the white land. I guess I could just tap the Bonder's Ornament. I guess that's better. 1 mana, draw 2. They have Pyroblast. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can play Prism, a Tog, or Mirror Enforcer. I can only do one thing. If I didn't play a land this turn, right? Did not play a land. So if I Prism into exactly a land, then I can also play Mirror Enforcer. But I think it's better just to get another creature down, honestly. I guess they could play a haste creature here. Yeah, I'm just going to play this. Because they could play a boarding party. Right, we would have hit a land, so technically it would have been better to play Prism, land, Mirror Enforcer, but it's not like we knew we were going to hit that. So if they go boarding party into removal spell, I'm going to sack the Disciple, I think. Yeah, rather have a 4/4 that doesn't bat out Lightning Bolt. Another Chainer's Edict. Another Bonders. Well, Our bonders might be getting them good here. Nice. That feels good to have. Okay. So let's just lead on Prism. Because this stops them from drawing cards with Bonder's Ornament until they kill this. Otherwise, we draw as well. I'm just basically, now that I saw Gorilla Shaman, I'm only gonna Hydroblast if they play Gorilla Shaman. I'm gonna play land, attack, play a Tog, leave up Hydroblast. This could be risky because they could go like artifact removal spell, then go to like their second main and then play Gorilla Shaman, kill all my lands, but that's like, I can't play around everything. I need to deploy my stuff. I cannot believe they went for the Monarch there without a Lightning Bolt. That was pretty greedy. Thraben, perfect. Cast down the Atog. Sure. Again, I'm only going to Hydroblast. Even if they have Lightning here, I don't think I'm going to Hydroblast it. I'm just going to discard Thraben plus Great Furnace and keep Hydroblast up. Mortuary Mire their Thorn back. Okay. That's cool. 6 mana boarding party. Oh, Dino into Thorn. Wow, that's actually really good. Okay, nothing I can do. Opponent is successfully taking control of the game again. They draw a card. Okay. Another Thraben. Just start with Thraben. I think I just crack Clue right now. It's Disciple. Okay. So I'm just going to go land. Disciple. Thraben. Pass the turn. Can't take back the Monarch versus their board. They can flashback Edict, but that doesn't do that much. Visionary, okay. Again, I feel better having this Hydroblast, but now with them having the Monarch is bad, especially playing all these creatures out. Yeah, this is brutal. They're definitely a strong mid-range deck, that's for sure. They're at 15. I still have a lot of good draws. I have Thoughtcast and Of One Mind. Alright, I suppose I start just by cycling Star. Let's add blue mana, try to draw Thoughtcast. Yes, yield. I drew a blue land. Let's just crack Clue, trigger, draw. They're at 13. There's Of One Mind, nice. Draw 2, Thoughtcast. Pyroblast. I think I have to Hydroblast. I said I wasn't going to, but I don't think I can just like let them retain the Monarchy forever, and I can continue to rip through my deck here if I counter this. All right. Let's just keep drawing cards. Draw 2. There's the Tog plus Flame. Let's see, they're at 13. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 artifacts. 10. Oh man, it's close. Now, the question is, do I play around Blightning by playing a Tog? I don't think so, because then any cast down kills the Tog and I can't fling right now. They might have sided Blightning out, honestly. I just need to untap here, so no Gorilla Shaman on this turn, and I think I win. And I think playing a Tog is not good, because if they don't Blightning me, okay, that's fine. If they don't Blightning me or Gorilla Shaman this turn, I think I win next turn. So if they just draw with Bonders Ornament, that'd be ideal. They just attack. Oh, they're just drawing. Yes, this is so good. Looks like we're going to be fine here. So let's see. 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. 7 mana. I guess there's no sense. There's no reason not to just play Prism. Draw. Gallop Blast. Okay, sure. So I'm just going to go for the win here. I guess they could have Weather the Storm, but I really don't see them having that in their deck. All right, so I'm just going to go all out for the win. Just sack one thing at a time. Suppose I'm supposed to sack these first. I guess that was a reason to not play Prism first, but still think it's correct. Yeah, I'm just going to go all in, I think, because I can also just Gallop Blast, post Weather the Storm. Just going to sack everything. I'm not coming back if this doesn't work anyway. There's a chance I'm not supposed to sack Bonder's Ornament, but I think I am supposed to. Playing here. Let me make sure I clicked right. Playing you. Okay. They're going to draw. Yep. Oh, I should have Gal Blasted earlier because I don't have Metalcraft anymore. So that was possibly a mistake. Oh, they do have Weather. Is that enough? Don't tell me I should have. Don't tell me I punted. They gain 12. I think that's not enough. I think I still kill them right here. Oh no. Is this for 23? Not punished. Not punished one time. Got him. Oh my god. That was pretty insane. I definitely should have Gal Blast. Oh, no, because if I Gal Blasted earlier, they would have had one more copy of Weather. So actually, I'm not sure. I can't believe they almost got out of that. Crazy. I wonder if they drew into Weather, or if they already had it. I'm not sure, but that was pretty sick. That was a fun match. Jund is a good deck. It's I think it can struggle against Tron, but against other like fair decks, I think it's solid. You just have all this removal, even against like the blue decks. Like you're just playing so much removal, you're really taxing their creatures, and then you have this like Cascade top end, and because you aren't playing like Arbor Elves, Wild Growths, Utopia Sprawls, your hits on your Cascades are a lot better. They're really strong. So it's a cool deck. I'm gonna have to start playing some Cascade midrange moving forward, but having fun with this. I'll see you in round two. All right, welcome to round two. Our hand is pretty sketchy here. We are on the draw again. We have a similar hand in the sense that if we draw one land, we can function. This seems a little more sketchy to me for some reason. We basically need one land at least in the top three. We don't have a blue land. We have to crack star to find a land. I think I can just do better, honestly. Just mulligan. All right, this looks better. Keep, put back a fling. Don't need that till later. And we're off to the races. Forest, go. I wonder if we're against Cascade Walls or if we're against Ponza without a 1-drop or Stompy without a 1-drop. Or just something else entirely. Maybe Infect. We don't know yet. Forest, Forest. Nest Invader. Looks like Stompy. Okay. Our hand's not the best against Stompy, but also not the worst. A Tog plus Fling or like Disciple is really good in this matchup because the only thing they really have to interact is Savage Swipe. Next turn I can play Thraben plus a Tog or Disciple plus a Tog. So this is looking good, but this definitely gets worse post board. I always enjoy playing against like aggro decks or burn. It's just like it's always fun. Like, can they kill me before I can do anything? Okay, they did have a Savage Swipe. It's just a nice dynamic in matchups like this. I think I'm playing Thraben plus a Tog next turn. I could wait on a Tog. I could play Disciple plus Thraben. Maybe I'm going to do that. My other, hmm. My other option would have been to yeah, this is close. Sphere is not that great with the Tog, as you can see here. I can play double Thraben. I can play Thraben plus Crack Clue, but I don't love that. What I can do is I can play Disciple, play Sphere, Crack Sphere, plays Thraben. I think that's my favorite line. Let's just do that. I guess I'm supposed to play Sphere first. Doesn't really matter. Play Disciple, and then play a Thraben Inspector, cracking this. Drain for 1. And then Thraben. I'll Snap Block a Riverboa with a Thraben. It's possible that just going Sphere, Thraben, and then play another Thraben off Prism would have been better, because if they like kill this Thraben, I'm not going to be able to block Riverboa this turn. But I kind of like this line, getting my Disciple into play. Okay. So I can save 2 life by blocking this. I'm not sure if that's worth it. I can also double block a Nest Invader and trade Disciple for Nest Invader. Go to 12. I kind of want to keep it around because my Atog plus Disciple is going to be a good way, I think, for me to win. I think I'm just going to chump Riverboa, make them regenerate right here. I like saving just the 2 life. I don't really like trading my Disciple off at this point. My Atog should be pretty good on this board. Yeah, so they're just going to regenerate, hit me for 4. I go to 12, but then next turn I get to play Thraben plus a Tog. That seems good to me. Nettle, sure. I don't know if they're even going to be able to attack into this Atog here. Thraben. Tog. I'll have to sack 2 things to even just block this Riverboa, but I don't think they can attack with their other creatures that well. So let's just pass. Also, now if I just draw a flame, I can just kill them. I don't really want to sack my artifacts to this Atog, but I can probably take a hit off this. Wow, they're attacking with everything. All right, I'm going to block a Nettle Sentinel with a Tog, sack Prism, block Riverboa with Thraben. Oh, they're attacking with Spawn too. So they must have Vines of Vastwood. So I have to think about this. If I go, let's say, let's just show. If I just block like this, and they have vines, let's say they vines here, I take 6, 7, 8. So if they have double vines here, I lose. But then they, oh yeah, if they have double vines here, I lose the game. I don't want to lose the game, obviously. So I think what I'm going to do is play around double vines, because they were thinking about not attacking with this, and they're like, okay, I should attack. But if I chump with Disciple, I can beat double vines, and because I'm killing this, they have to have potentially another blocker for a Tog. So why don't I, if I block here and they go double vines, I take 8, 9, 10, go to 2, and then I can have a chance to kill them next turn. Sucks to have to lose this Disciple. But yeah, I think I want to play around double vines. All right, I'm gonna sack the Prism to this Atog because I have good colors of mana. I don't really need Prism at this point. Drain them for 1 to 18. Eat this. My Thraben dies. My Disciple dies. Again, maybe I was supposed to not be scared of double vines, but there's the first one. Oh, they're targeting Nettle Sentinel. Okay. I guess they could double vines the Nettle, kill my Atog. But then they're completely out of gas. I guess then I am too. The thing is, like, if I didn't block with Atog to play around double vines, then I would still just die to double vines by not blocking. So there's nothing I could do really. I think I have to sack 1 clue and 1 land because I'm not about to lose this Atog. Okay. And then do they have another vines? They don't play it even if they have it. They're at 16 and no blockers as of right now. We'll see if they play another creature or not. They do. So they didn't have double vines. And Quirion's actually bad because it can untap a creature too. So I'm in trouble. I'm at 10. Can draw 1 card off clue. They have 0 cards in hand, but so do we, unfortunately. Being on the mulligan was rough here. Just start by drawing another Atog. Do I attack? They can untap this. I'm in bad shape for sure. I think I'm just not going to attack. I can't play around much here. Another Rancor. That's annoying. How can I win this game? Maybe by drawing like Thoughtcast into something else. So I think I'm just taking a hit here. We know they don't have any more cards in hand. Okay, I'm just gonna take. I don't think there's any reason to block and make them regenerate. I don't think that does anything. I'm just gonna need a good draw here. Galvblast can buy me a turn as well. Prism, that's not bad. It's an artifact plus a redraw of 1 mind. Right, I think I just have to play that. It's going to be rough to survive, though. I could side out a couple of 1 minds in this matchup. They are a little bit clunky. Okay, Frogmite was good. Let's see. I think I'm just passing the turn here. They can just block with Riverboa. I'm at 4. Okay. We'll see. I have to block the Riverboa. I could block it with like a Tog plus Frogmite, and then I don't have to sack any additional artifacts, potentially. They're attacking with this too. Okay. I do want to kill the Nest Invader if I can. I guess they could have Hunger of the Howl Pack here. So I want to make sure to play around that. Let's go block here, block here. And then I have to sack one artifact that's not Frogmite to not die to this. So let's go, okay, block like that, and then sack the Prism to this Atog. So I don't die to trample. I'll go to 2. Trade Frogmite for Nest Invader. And then try to draw into a win. Pretty cool if we're able to win this game. Are they just going to play random creature? Did they draw land? Man, if I just didn't play around the double vines by blocking with this, I think I might have been able to win, but of course I can say that now, but I could have just died to double vines if I didn't. So let's see. Let's go star. Can I tap like this? No, I guess. I do want to have one of each color of mana. So in case, even if I draw Thraben, I can play it. Suppose I just crack add white. There's Of One Mind. Okay, so I can play that for the full amount. So let's just go land, Frogmite, Chromatic Star. I'm going to plan on eating this star with a Tog, but I'm not going to do it right now because I want to block this and eat a couple artifacts in order to survive, I think. Yeah, it's just pass. This Riverbow with the Regenerate is definitely giving me some trouble here. Also, I've not drawn into a Galblast yet. Alright, so I think I just block with a Tog. And then before damage, I'll sack each star. If I draw a Galblast, I'll probably just Galblast the Riverboa, take it out of combat. Each star, draw. There's Prism. Alright, my thing's 4 toughness, so I technically have to eat 2 more artifacts. I kind of want to keep all my lands, so I think I'm just going to sack Frogmite plus Vault here. Keep my Atog around. Could have just blocked with Frogmite too, it's kind of the same thing. Definitely need to keep Atog, I think. I think that's a good way for me to win. They're going to Quarterling Ranger, untap their Riverboa, replay land. Metal, sure. Again, where are my Galblasts at? Another Frogmite, the low impact Frogmite. Let's go Prism, draw, Thoughtcast, draw, Frogmite, Mirror Enforcer, Tog. Let me close this blind, I'm getting some glare. All right. And now I think I'll just pass the turn. I can't really attack with the Tog yet, but we're starting to come back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 artifacts. So now if I find Fling on this board, I have lethal. But I'm gonna have to lose some artifacts this turn to survive. I suppose I can just start by triple blocking, and then they get to kill two things. Alternatively, if I block with a Tog, I have to sack either two or three things. I guess if I block with a Tog, I get to sack Prism. I could even sack Prism land and just let this one of these Togs die. I guess I like that better, keeping these around to have a higher artifact count. Actually, I don't even know if it is a higher artifact count. All right, let's just block like this. They're going to regenerate. This has been a good game. Yeah, I just think if we were able to survive like this and we had Disciple, that's a huge game. Maybe I am supposed to just sack Frogmite here. I guess I should have blocked with it as well. But I'll just let this Atog die at this point. I already have one Atog, so I don't think I need two. Okay. Staying alive. Star, okay. I think I'm just gonna eat Star with the Tog. In case I draw Fling. Yeah. Just go Star. I could also just not sack it, and I can just do the play of block and then sack. But I think I want to draw a card right now. I think I'm going for it. Okay. Didn't get paid on that. Can't attack because I can just untap Riverbow and regenerate. Oh man, how long are we gonna have to play this game? We're losing a bunch of artifacts. I guess we did put one Fling on the bottom, so we know there's only one other Fling. Two Disciples are gone as well. So I can double block and then sack one other artifact. No, because they can just order my Atog first, but I actually have to block with the Tog here. I think I go double block. Okay. See what order they put it in. Don't think it matters too much. Might be sacking the Mirror Enforcer to a Tog. Is that just wrong? I have one Atog left in my deck. I have 29 cards left. Not sure if this is right. Maybe I'm supposed to just block with a Tog, sack 3 lands. So Tog is first. Oh, did they not regenerate? I think they didn't because they want to move the Rancors around. Interesting. I think I have to sack 2 lands, or 3 lands here even. I think I can't lose my Atog. Okay, they are regenerating. Question is, do I sack a land or do I sack Mirror Enforcer here? This has been rough. Going down to 4 lands, not looking good. I think my chances are better if I just do this. Again, I want to keep the most mana so I can continue to draw cards. We were just at a little bit higher of a life total earlier. We could have easily won this game. They put just enough pressure on us to like make us having like to continue block this. Okay, another Riverboa, sure. It's gonna be tough to win this game. I kind of have to win this turn now. I'm at 2. Yeah, that's not gonna do it. I don't think that's going to do it either. We'll try. Maybe I just shouldn't have played around double vines, but I went for it. Alright, I think we just are dead now. I mean, I think I did well just to survive up to that point. That was a pretty tough game. The only thing I could have done different is literally just say, okay, if you have double vines, I lose. Otherwise, I'm going to try to kill you. But I didn't do that. Still almost got there. Right. I think these shamans are good. I think disciples actually, it's kind of hard for them to interact with, but it's not that great. Of One Mind is pretty clunky as well. I could just do this, have less draw power, but have like a really good like kind of board wipe and keep my kind of combo. I think I like that. I could also just have Weather the Storm just to like gain. I don't typically like Weather the Storm against mono green, but could be decent just as like a gain 10 or something. They often just hit in big chunks of damage though. Hmm. Dispel's also not the worst ever against them, but I think I'll just try it like this with no weather. Maybe on the draw we can bring in a weather or two, but just try to execute our game plan. Snap keep this hand. Just lead star into Prism probably. Maybe draw into some Mirror Enforcers here. That was a really tough game to navigate, the first one. All right, they do have a one drop. Oh, there's Shaman. Nice. That's looking great. I'll just try to let them commit more to the board before I deploy that. Thoughtcast is great. I'll probably just lead on Thoughtcast. Not even. Maybe I will crack star because I want to hit lands really bad. I guess I can lead on Thoughtcast, not crack star because I can always crack it afterwards. Burning tree. Okay. Well, this might be time to deploy Shaman if they go off here. And then just wrath their board while they're tapped out so I don't get hungered. Yeah, I think it is probably time just to Shaman then. I can go Thoughtcast into Shaman. Actually, no, I don't know if I can do that. And Vault Scourge, that's so good for. Oh no, this doesn't kill flyers, so this will remain. I think I do want to start Thoughtcast because if I just go Shaman, Sack Star, I guess I can Thoughtcast later, but I do really want to hit a land here. I do have to sack two artifacts to this Shaman as well. This is a tough spot here. I could go play star, use crack star for red, play shaman, and then crack this star and prism. So I draw two cards and I wrath their board except for Vault Scourge. I can also just go play shaman, crack star, draw one, and then sack prism. I don't like that as much. Alternatively, I can go Thoughtcast right now, and then draw two, and then crack star to play shaman. That seems worse too. I think the best line is use sphere to add red. I draw one, and then I sack star. So I draw two, and I guaranteed get to shaman for two. So let's just do that. Sphere. I'm gonna do it now too, while they can't like hunger or vines or anything. So let's add red, draw. Play shaman. Then hold control. Hold priority. Sack star. Draw. did not hit a land, and sack Prism. Wrap the board except for Vault Scourge, and go from there. Sucks we didn't get to Thoughtcast, but again, if I had Thoughtcasted, I didn't have a great Shaman this turn, and I didn't want to take 6 extra damage here. So now we do need to draw into more lands, but this should buy us a good amount of time. I can go Prism next turn and then have Gallblast for this. Rancor and Volt Scourge would be annoying, but beatable. I mean, killing 3 of their creatures is great there. Skargan. Okay, nice. Land is perfect. So I can go Prism plus Gallblast this turn, but I think what's better is going play a land. They said Nove. I don't know what Nove is. Maybe they said that in response to our Shaman. I'm gonna I don't tell me what Nove is if you're watching. I'm gonna play Seat, and then I'm gonna play Thraben Inspector, then I'm gonna play Thoughtcast, and then I'm gonna play Disciple. Just play a bunch of stuff this turn. I like that. Play Seat, play Thraben, because that gets me up to 4 artifacts. Then I Thoughtcast, then I Disciple. Thoughtcast, another Thoughtcast, sure. And then I can Gallblast next turn. I can't block this, so I'm taking some damage, but I'm still at 17. And again, next turn I can go Prism into Gallblast on something. Or I can just lead on Thoughtcast and then Prism, try to hit a land. I think that's what I'll do. Because then if I draw a land in either my draw step or the 3 cards I draw off these, then I can play land and still Gallblast. It's Savage Swipe on my Disciple. Hit for 5. It's not great for me, but it's also not... Oh, and then Hunger on Vault Scourge. Okay. Well, now they kind of need a Vines to protect this. I'm taking a bunch of damage. I don't care too much about the life gain. Again, if they have Vines, I'm kind of screwed, but otherwise I might be okay. They have 1 card left. I think I just hope it's not Vines. Again, let's lead Thoughtcast. Hopefully hit a land here. We do. Nice. Now I go... I think I want to play Prism plus Gallblast right now. Yeah, that's the line. I think that's better than these artifacts. Draw. And then just try to Gallblast the Vault Scourge. If they don't have, again, exactly Vines, then I think I'm going to start running away with the game. They might have it, though. And then even if they do, okay, they didn't. Even if they had Vines there, they have to play it. Then they untap, attack me for 6 down to 3, and then I can Gallblast plus a Tog to block this. I don't think there's any reason to not attack. I can't block anyway because this has an ability, creatures with power less than it cannot block it. So this has less power than it already. Alright. They have 2 cards in hand, they're on 3 mana, and I have a ton of cards. The Shaman was critical this game. I think they were just like, they were just like, oh god, when I just like rat their board. I think that's kind of what they were saying. Okay, another Atog, interesting. I don't think I need to Gallblast anything like this second. Why don't I just go land, star. They're just F6 right now, good to know. Atog. I guess I could play in Crack Sphere right now. think I just like not doing anything, and if I don't need to do anything, I can just crack clue later. All right, I'm just gonna pass. This way, leaving up Galblast, I could get crushed by like a vines, but I can also just like permanently kill a Rancor if they go for that. So I'm not sure, but I think I like just holding Galblast here. We can try to draw into Fling at this point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I guess not even quite yet. We have a Fling for 17 right now. 19, plus we could Galblast base. But we can't necessarily do that. Let's see how they attack. If they attack with this, I'm just going to eat star and try to block. And then if they go to like pump it or something, I can Galblast and respond. So I don't think they have attacks here. I guess they could go for it on here, but that seems pretty greedy to me. Wow, what a long match against Stompy. Been a really complex match actually. Attacking with Nest Invader as well, and Eldrazi Spawn. Alright, well I'm gonna eat star with a Tog and try to block here. And then I'll just take 2. And then if they try to pump this, I can Gal Blast it. So let's go eat this. Oh no, I can't Gal Blast now. That was a mistake. I needed to eat something else. God, I just messed up. Sorry for that misplay. See if I get punished. I feel like I am gonna get punished here. I'm gonna just block now with Thraben. See, now they can pump this again. Right. Well, they're letting me block. I'm just gonna chump here. I can still crack clue. God, that felt bad. Vines on this right now. So it's going up to 6 power. I should have been able to vines here. Or Galblast this in response. Alright, I'll sack 2 more artifacts. Just let the vines resolve. It's a 6/6. I think I'm just sacking a land. Damn. I do still have this Galblast, but that was obviously not good for me. Definitely a mistake. I'm going to sack this clue here. And now Savage Swipe here. And then it fights it. Okay, I'm just going to let this happen now. I have another Atog, so this still kills their Nest Invader and they have 0 cards left. So I don't want to sack 2 more. I'd have to sack 2 more artifacts. Yeah, I don't want to do that. Okay, so that resolves. I need to play a little bit faster as well. Alright, let's just go Thraben, and then Crack Sphere, play a Tog. And I'm just going to try to play fast at this point. Not playing that Galblast there was pretty bad. And there's Fling that I can't cast quite yet. Okay. Wow. They should not have conceded because I'm behind on time. But yeah, I was going to get to play a Tog. I have Clue. Yeah. Okay. I have plenty of time here. Again, I wonder if having a Weather the Storm is going to be good just to like gain 12. Maybe just don't have any of 1 mines. I'll try it. I'll just have 1. Seems pretty reasonable, and of 1 mine does seem a little bit slow. Stirring Heart would be funny. Just like blow up their Rancors, kill their thing. That seems so bad. I'm not doing that. Alright, let's run it. What an intense match here. Alright, definitely keeping this hand. This hand's good. Needs a little bit of something else. Opponent's on the mulligan. Okay. I'm going to try to play fast, so if I don't explain everything I'm doing, forgive me. I always try to explain really well what I'm doing, but Oh my god. I don't know if the sound is going to be totally fucked up. I just realized the mic is not in the right spot. I cannot believe that. That's so funny. Apologize for the bad sound. Hopefully the mic was good enough to pick that up. God damn. Never made that mistake before. Okay, Korean, sure. I could just Gal Blast this right now, but I like just developing my board, I think. Pass. I definitely want to play artifacts out here. If I just went Great Furnace Pass, I doubt they're going to just like suit this up with a Rancor or something. I hope this sound was not messed up on my OBS recording. I saw like the microphone was picking up my voice, so apologize if it's quiet. Those were really good games. I'll probably post the video anyway, but again, apologize if the sound was messed up. Are they just gonna play a Skargan and pass? If that's their line, oh, I guess they can use Corian again. So play two. Oh, they're gonna play like Burning Tree into something. Well, now that I know that they were on one land, I wish I had killed the Corian, but I didn't know that. No. Not triple Burning Tree, please. And Gleeful Sabotage kill both my things. Okay. Well, obviously Gal Blasting that would have been better, but that was a pretty insane start. Okay, okay. We can come back here. So they only have two cards left. I think what I want to do is just play Ancient Den plus Sphere this turn and then just try to Shaman away their board and not use my Gal Blasts. I think that's my best chance to win. Yeah. This drawing Shaman there, like, definitely gives me a chance to win this game. I can even take some more damage here. Don't really want to Shaman away like two artifacts this turn. And I don't want to Thraben and kill my own Thraben either. What I could do is I could go land Thraben, and then they won't be able to attack with Corian, and I could leave up Galblast for something. I don't really want to deploy Frogmite before this either. Yeah, I think I like this line best. All right, pass. I could just Shaman away their board here, but I think I can continue to wait. They might deploy more ground creatures. I kind of like am trying to show them I don't have it, and then I surprise them with it. I think I'm just gonna chump. And now they might know the jig might be up, but I think it's okay. Play a ground creature. If they go Hunger, I can just Galvast in response. Nest Invader, perfect. They have one card left. Not really too scared of what it could be, honestly. Right, let's just untap another Frogmite. Interesting. So I could draw a card with Sphere. This is close. This is close. I only have 6 minutes, but I think it's going to basically come down to this decision. So I can play Frogmite, then I could draw a card with Sphere, and then I could always just play Shaman, sack Frogmite plus Clue, keeping my lands around. I think I like that best. So play Frogmite while it's 0 mana. They're F6. Okay, that's really good. Then let's sack, add red, draw a card, play Shaman, and then just rat the board right now. And pass. Nettle Sentinel, okay. I'm just gonna plan on Gal Blasting that end of turn. Wouldn't be worried about a vines or anything at that point. Draw land. Tog is fine. Okay. They have one card left. Feeling good about this position. Plenty of time left on my clock. What a match. They draw another creature. They're playing a land. Their last card might be a land as well. All right, let's go Sphere, Frogmite. I think it's better than playing a Tog here. I think I will draw here. I don't care about the drain one, obviously. I just wanted to draw into a land. Wow, are we going to beat the turn 2 Gleeful Sabotage? They probably should have waited. Oh, God. Riverboa, and they're tapping out with this card? What? What are they playing? Oh, Gleeful Sabotage? No, they regenerate right now and then concede? What are they doing? Oh, they're going to fight? No, I don't know what they're doing. I think they may have misclicked on the. They may have tried to play like some type of aura, but they floated mana and then they clicked on Riverboa, so it says one regeneration shield. So I think they just regenerated. So I think they made a mistake here. Now they're tapped out. That sucks. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I'm not gonna not Gal Blast it right now, but that's a pretty big mistake from the opponent, I'd say. They're at 17. I mean, they have to block a Tog next turn, right? Even with like such a low resource count, this can just kill you so fast. I'll just draw cards, because why not? And then I'll just try to kill them. So it's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What a match. I think opponent, I mean, they obviously made a mistake there somehow. I'm not sure what their last card was, but even if they had that Riverboa, I think we were probably going to be able to get there. What a crazy match. Maybe they were trying to Gleeful Sabotage two things, but you need two creatures to conspire. So they maybe like tried to click Gleeful Sabotage and then click something else and then clicked Riverboa with the mana floating, and then it just regenerated. I think Gleeful Sabotage probably was their last card. We were drawing Thraben. Wow, there they are. Jeez. Well, sweet. 2-0 with this pretty cool affinity deck, 2-1, 2-1. But I'll take it. Let's go round 3. I'll see you there. All right, that was a crazy last match. I'm gonna keep this hand again. I apologize if the sound has been bad during the beginning of this recording, but nothing I can do about it now. I do want to use it because those first two games were sick. So I probably will use it unless it's too terrible. Let's see. We're against Tron. Wonder if it's Flickertron or Cascade Tron. Just gotta play my stuff out. A lot of our cantrips in this draw. Oh god. Star. Okay, it looks like it's probably some type of. I mean, Flickertron doesn't ever play Star as far as I know. Might be Cascadetron with Star. Yeah, Ancient Stirrings here. I'd much rather face Cascadetron than Flickertron, that's for sure. Could just be a non-Cascade Tron as well. Yeah, they can't crack this. They're out of mana. Oh, that's interesting. Wow. We might have a turn where we just drain for a bunch, but I'm just gonna play Prism this turn, I think. Not crack Star yet. Get my artifact count up. Ooh, Thought Cast. Let's go. Let's go. Of course. They just Natron. Okay. What? I've thought about playing that card actually, but Jesus. All right, let's go. Add. I can't even thought cast yet. Just add blue mana, draw. Oh, this is brutal. Oh, I should have played Chromatic Star there. Turn 3 Scour. I wonder if they're just on 4 Scour from existence. So this is just like Mudtron, I think. Looks like we're probably going to lose this game. Obviously, turn 3 Scour on the play is just pretty insane, and we missed a land drop after that. But we still could come back. They went double Self-Assembler. This is over. We got by Scour here. I don't want to show them anything else that would really like tell them what we have. I'll see if I see any further cards from the opponent. They might not even have any Cascaders. I don't know. I mean, we're 100% dead. Just go on to the next one, I guess. I don't think they're going to show us any other cards. They'll just attack for 8 and then attack for 12. Another Scour. Okay. So they're just colorless drawn. They probably have Ancient Stirrings. All right. They probably have Bonder's Ornament too. I think I bring in Bonder's Ornament. I don't know if I bring in Relic. I don't know if they have like a bunch of Graveyard Recursion or not, like Wholesome Rasa. I mean, there's just no way to know their list exactly. I feel like this matchup should be pretty good for us, actually. I could bring in Dispel because I bet you they're just on 4 Scour from existence, so I can at least counter that. And they might also bring in either Hydroblast or Pyroblast. I don't know, but I mean, 1 mana counter, 7 mana instant seems good to me. I don't think I really want Pyroblast because we just don't know what they're on. When we see more cards, we'll be able to sideboard better. Galblast does kill Self-Assembler, but it's not exactly where I want to be. I could take out some Thrabins. That seems weird. I feel like I am supposed to cut some Galblasts and just like ignore Self-Assembler. Yeah, Galblast doesn't seem that great. I don't think I need to care about like any like small like roadblocks they might play. This hand isn't great, but I think I'm supposed to keep. Turn 2 Prism, turn 3, maybe I can go like Disciple plus a Tog if I draw another land, and then I can start up 1 Minding with a Tog plus Disciple. Again, not a great hand, but I think it's one that I want to keep. Interesting deck from the opponent, that's for sure. There's the Galblast that we didn't want to draw. Oh no, we got to hit a land. I mean, I'll just run out of Tog and not play a land, but we'll see if we just get Troned twice in a row. Hers is mine. Star. Ancient Stirrings? No Ancient Stirrings. So I guess I'm playing Thraben plus Disciple here. It's pretty bad. At least I can draw an extra card next turn with Clue to hit a land drop potentially. If I hit a red or blue land on my next draw step, that's really, really good for me. Oh, my Disciple triggers off there. Stars and Spheres. Nice. Forgot about that. Use the ability. Yes. Drain for 1. And they probably just play Power Plant and kill us. Of course. I mean, to be fair, we don't have that much like land destruction or hate for this, but it's not like it would be that good anyway. All right, Familiar. I just don't care about that card. I'm just going to ignore it. Which is why I sided out Galblast. I was like, if they're going to be playing these, I just don't think I care. All right, I don't care about that either. Interesting. And they're just drawing. This doesn't trigger off Relic because it exiles. Okay, nice. Seat. So now I can just draw some cards. So I can go Seat plus a Tog plus of 1 Mind. Pass. All right, now we can get out of this because now I can, if they don't kill my, let's not auto yield with a Tog out. But if they don't kill my either a Tog, okay, they can exile that. That's fine. I can still of one mind here. They should have exiled a Tog for sure. Because now I can still of one mind. And I draw this. Nice. Just lead on this. So I can Galv Blast this. Let's see. Let's think about this carefully. 3, 4, 5, 6 artifacts. I can go Galv Blast, Familiar. They draw a card. And I have 6 artifacts in play. So I can pump plus 12. 12, 13, 14, 18 damage. So I do not have lethal. So what if I play... Oh no, what if I play Disciple? Is that lethal? Play Disciple. Go Vault Disciple. Galv Blast Familiar. They lose 1 life to 20. And then I go attack with both. That's 2. And then each artifact represents 3 more damage. So it's 18, 19, 20. I think it's Xaxes. Let me calculate it one more time. Vault, Disciple. Galv Blast this. They go to 20. They draw a card. Then I go sack everything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 artifacts. So that deals them 6 damage down to 14. And then I have 12, 13, 14. Yeah, that's Xaxes. I'm going for it. That's a pretty sick line. I could just draw more cards, but I don't think they can interact with Colorless here. So test 1, 2, 3. Just trying to figure out this line. Disciple, Galv Blast, drain them for 1. They draw. Then attack with both. They're F6'd. And just go hold control, sack, sack, sack. I should actually let these resolve. Doesn't matter, they're F6'd. Sack, sack, sack. And that's Xaxes. All right. They should have definitely killed the Tog. That was just a mistake from the opponent. And now, come on, they should not be able to Tron up again. Let's see. I still think Galv Blast is not that great. I mean, it's not terrible. I think this spell actually is good. And I don't think Pyroblast or Hydroblast. I've seen just like all artifacts from the opponent. I'm pretty sure they're just Colorless Tron. I wonder if they're just like really, really low land count, just like 12 land Tron or something. That would be pretty crazy. Yeah, I don't think I want anything different. Is there anything I want Galv Blast over? I want to be able to draw as many cards as possible. Definitely want Flings. I mean, Thraben's not that good. It's pretty slow, but it is a cheap artifact. I guess I'll just go 3 Thraben, 3 Blast. Maybe Blast is good. It can clear the way, it can kill their 4/4, and it can just provide me additional reach. Let's just go 3/3, because at least Thraben draws a card. It can chump, it can do other stuff. Yeah, snap keep this. This hand's good, actually. No, actually, I thought one of these lands was actually a blue source, but maybe we'll get there. I still think this is probably a keep. Opponent's probably just going to T3 Tron 3 times in a row, because that's what that deck does. Okay, there's a forest. Okay, I like to see that. Ancient Stirrings, no Tron land. Scour, okay, they're not close to casting that yet. They're at least minimum 2 turns away. All right, and there's a star. That's actually good. So I think what I'm doing is I'm going Vault, Disciple, play star, and attack. Now I have 4 artifacts in play. If I draw an artifact land exactly on the next turn, it's great. Otherwise, I can still cast Thoughtcast. Crop rotation, that makes sense. So I guess they can scour this turn. Okay, never mind. Forgot about crop rotation. Scour my land or my disciple my land. Okay. So now I actually can't do anything. I can draw one card with star. I guess that's what I have to do to try to hit more land drops. Sucks that I can't like play a Thoughtcast here. Could wait one turn, but I think I like this. Yes, and yield. Play another disciple. Attack for 2. Just have to hope to draw a land. Now they can just do like whatever they want. Man, kind of getting wrecked by this Tron deck with all these scours. Are they just going to play like an Ulamog's Crusher here? Another scour? Okay. I can't really do anything else. All right, it's going to be rough. Brutal. Pass. I don't think I can win. Just got scoured. God damn. Feels bad. I could chump with the Rabin. I can just chump next turn. Even if I draw an artifact land now, I think it's going to be too late. Yeah, maybe this deck just needs another land or two. I mean, I guess we just got scoured twice. All right, we're dead. We can chump to survive one turn, but yeah, there's no way. I don't think I have any outs at this point. Opponent just went turn 3 Tron every game. Oh, yeah, that was still lethal. I had to block one more. It doesn't matter. GG's. I think that's still actually a decent matchup for us. The opponent just like they just had us on the draws there. Cool deck from the opponent. I don't know if it's like exactly that great because they're pretty heavily reliant on crop rotation, and it seems pretty bad against any blue deck, just having counter spells for scours and stuff. But who knows? I mean, that deck looked pretty sick, looked fun. So I'll see you in round 4. Let's see if we can win out. All right, welcome to round 4. We're against Sinkhole Cam, who we've played before. We're on the play. Snap, keep this hand. This is probably in like 3 leagues with this deck. It might be my first turn 1 Thraben. I think it's worth it to T1 Thraben here rather than Star or Sphere. I can just wait on these. This is still a turn 1 artifact land plus another artifact for Frogmite. So just getting the 2/1 body down, I can just start beating down. All right, Sinkhole Cam, what you got? We're on the play. Super lucky. All right. All right. After about 5 minutes, it looks like the opponent came back. We'll just jam. 6. I don't think they could have taken that long on their mulligan decision. They probably had to run and do something else. What's the line next turn? Is it just land, prism, frogmite? Or is it better to just run out multiple artifacts in these stars? Probably just land, prism, frogmite's the best. Resolving this is pretty nice too, because then you have a permanent 5-color source where these go away. So if we are against a blue deck, it's better to resolve this. All right, they conceded. I don't know if they have to leave, especially because they took like 5 minutes, or what, um, or if they didn't want to. I'm gonna just not. I can't sideboard because I have no clue what they're on. Um, so I'll just pause and then we'll see you in game 2. Well, opponent took the full amount of time to sideboard, and now they're here. They kept their hand. I wonder if they're gonna play it out. I don't know if I can keep this. I have one redraw on star, but that's it, and just one ancient den. I think I can just mulligan. Yeah, this is a lot better. Keep. I can put a frogmite back or a great furnace. I think I'm supposed to put land back. Are they going to play out this match after just conceding the first game to a Thraben? Or are they just going to concede here? I don't understand what's happening. We'll give them 10, 20 seconds to make a play, and if they don't, I'll pause and just come back when they're here. Okay, swamp, go. Sinkhole is not legal in the format, so they're not going to swamp sinkhole me. It looks like they're on black white, kind of like pestilence control thing. I think I've seen them play that before. So now let's just go land, Thraben, Frogmite, Thoughtcast. That might just be worse. I might just play out Sphere and Thoughtcast next turn. I don't want to get it castigated though. Let's just go Thraben, Frogmite. So you can't use Sphere after saying you're going to cast Thoughtcast. You can only do that with Star. So I have to go add blue mana, draw, Thoughtcast, pass. Still a pretty good turn two. They're gonna Pristine Talisman or Bonder's Ornament here or castigate me. I kind of did want to get Disciple down, but I couldn't really do everything. I actually needed the clue from Thraben for another artifact. And I kind of did want to wait a little bit on Disciple here. So interesting that they just straight conceded game one. Wow, cast down my Thraben, my 1/2, snuff out my Frogmite, resolves. I just don't care about that at all. I think I'm supposed to just go Thraben, pass, and then crack clue. Or not Thraben, Disciple. Disciple pass, plan on cracking clue. I think that uses my mana more efficiently than deploying Sphere. Crypt Rats. So they can Crypt Rats for one. Okay. They're going to just do it now. So interesting. They're just using it as a removal spell for this. All right, I guess I'll crack. Yes, use the ability, draw. Okay. Let's just go Sphere, crack, add blue, play star, probably crack it too. Just continue to draw cards. There's Mirror Enforcer, okay. So let's go land 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Could have cracked star, but I think actually waiting now is good to play around like a castigate. Okay. They're on the all removal deck. Spare supplies, sure. That makes me feel like they're on the creature version. I could not crack this here, but I think it's right to crack it. I have to pay 2. Thought I had one more artifact. Okay. 4/4. Did I run them out of removal? Probably not. Crack spare supplies. 4 mana, draw 2. Sure. They can easily have an edict, a third cast down, another snuff out. Snuff out does kill artifact creatures. All right, they're back up to 17. Looks like I'm going to get to attack with a 4/4. I get to draw another card. We'll just crack add blue. There's a Tog. All right, can I kill them now? No, I only have one red. Still think I'm supposed to play a Tog. I don't think they had removal or they would have killed this. I don't know if I'm going to go all in on a Tog, but It's nice playing it at least. Interesting, interesting. Basilica, Bounce, Crossroads. Are they just out of gas? They don't have. I mean, their deck really needs a Bonder's Ornament to just like play removal spells and then draw cards. Also, if they're not really drawing extra cards, it's kind of rough for them. All right, Prism is great because now I can just go all in on this Atog, and if they try to kill it with a removal spell before damage, I can fling them. All right, another land, great. I think they're dead here. So before damage, let's just go sack, present lethal here basically, sack. That's 9. I suppose I will sack Prism here. Prismatic Strands right now. Okay, so I have to respond to this. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I think what I'm doing is I'm going Galvblast U right now. I was not expecting Strands, but I still think I can kill them here. And then they're at 9. And then I go sack the Prism and then fling my Atog. Before Strands resolves. Nice. I don't know why they conceded game 1 before playing it out. Maybe their hand was bad and they just didn't want to show me what they were on. I'd, maybe something else was going on. I don't really know, but 3-1, I'll take it. They played out the second game, which is weird. I just don't really get it. But go round 5, see if we can 4-1 this thing. All right, welcome to the 5th and final round. We're on the play. We cannot keep this hand. It's mulligan. This deck does have to mulligan a lot, but because you have so much draw, you can actually get out of mulligans reasonably well. I'm going to go to 5 here. Definitely going to 5. They mulligan to 6 as well. We're going to 5. I'm definitely keeping 5. So I put back Fling and either Frogmite or Gallblast. It's close. It might honestly be Frogmite. Let's keep Jake Helms. I mean, you don't know what they're going to be playing. I think I'm going to get a little greedy and put back the Gallblast, because if I draw Of One Minds, it's going to be really nice to have Frogmite plus Thraben. Again, this might be wrong, but Of One Mind is a really good draw, and I want to be able to play it for 1 mana. Plus, I can just deploy Prism plus Frogmite next turn. All right, I think I've played this person before, and they were on like 5-color Flicker. It could be wrong. We'll see. We're on 5. They're on 6. What are we gonna draw? All right, opponent's deep in the tank and they're tapped out on our upkeep. Okay, we draw a sphere. Still just gonna go land, Prism, Frogmite, attack for 1. I think that's definitely the best line. Turn 2, 0 mana, 2/2. Still not that good. Disciple's interesting. We can put some pressure on the opponent in a different way with that. Probably just playing Sphere plus Disciple next turn if I don't draw anything relevant. Alternatively, I could go like, we'll see what I draw, but I could go Crack Sphere and Crack Clue or something. My opponents are just kind of being AFK here. Okay. Oh, it's Tron. Okay. That is not great news, but we can beat Tron. They're probably just going to have to go Impulse here. All right, we draw Vault. That's actually interesting. So I think I'll just start my turn by attacking for 3. And then I'll go play Vault, play Sphere, then play Disciple. Play Vault. I could also just play Disciple and then Crack Clue. That's more efficient, right? Yeah, let's just do that. Now if we draw a Tog, it's going to be really good. Yeah, the Impulse. Disciple is really good in this matchup just because they can't really like fog or like deal with disciple that well once it's down. Crop rotation into Bonder's Ornament or something. Yep. Into Mole Drifter? No. Oh, they're saying old school. Yep. Old school, because this deck used to play this card. It's crack, draw, trigger. I guess they're probably just planning to draw a card with Bonder's Ornament. I know we've played this opponent before. I recognize the name. I mean, they're playing Flickertron and they're playing pretty slow. Oh no, its priority is on me. Did it just pass to me? Maybe I'm like calling them out and I'm just like ticking down my clock. All right, Prism, sure. Of One Mind, yeah. I think I'll start by attacking again. I'm not worried about like a flash blocker or anything. Attack for 4, hit them down to 11. That's not that much left. I think I'll just lead on Of One Mind. Frogmite doing work. Are they going to counter this with Unwind or something? All right, no. Galvblast is actually like reasonable. I think I'm just going to go land, play Prism, and not even play Sphere. Just leave up Galvblast because I don't want them to be able to set up like a mnemonic wall flicker or something. I want to at least have Galvblast to be able to break up some type of flicker loop. Yep, I'm just going to have to wait. I might be able to kill them next turn. So if they go draw a card with Ornament, I'm just going to let that happen. Yep. Let it happen. Impulse right now? That seems kind of desperate. They don't have any more colored mana. I think they might just be dead. I mean, I wouldn't count Tron out. That deck can do a lot of crazy stuff. But they're tight on colored sources. We actually have like a reasonable clock here. We haven't missed a land drop, right? And it's only turn 4. They're at 11, and we have a lot of pressure down. Cave and Bonder's Ornament. Now I can just end of turn Galvanic Blast them. think I'm going to do that. I actually need to use my mana pretty efficiently here. All right, I think I'm just going to again start by attacking. They might have to just fog. One sec. All right, that was the mailman right on cue. So let's see. I'm attacking. They haven't played anything. I have to remember where I was. But they're going to fog here. Or they're going to impulse to try to find Moment's Peace. They could also just play Weather the Storm here. Looks like they're just taking the hit. No, they're going to Moment's Peace. Okay, that's fine. I can still find Galvblast and potentially kill them here. Let's go Sphere. I think crack for blue draw. All right, there's a Tog. So that's lethal, right? Just go land. A Tog, and then just start sacking my artifacts. Yeah, we got him. Nice. We're able just to tempo out Flickertron. All right. We definitely want Pyroblasts and Dispel, Bonder's Ornament, and Relic. That's a lot of stuff. I think going down to one Fling and Galvblast, while it can provide reach like it did in that game, I think in general it's not great. I mean, if you're on the game plan of just like trying to kill their Mnemonic Wall or Mole Drifter to break up a Flicker loop, it's kind of too late at that point. And I'd rather rely on like Pyroblasts to break those up anyway. I mean, Thraben is a little bit slow, but as we saw, it can just like come down early. It can provide an artifact and a 1/2 body. Definitely don't want to side out Disciple. That's like the key card here. I think Frogmite is pretty bad. I could. They're not going to be killing my creatures as much. So if I go down on like some humans too, I guess Frogmite can still attack. Thraben draws a card where Frogmite does not. Why don't I just do this? Cut Frogmite, Frogmite, Thraben. The only way now to turn on Of One Mind is to either have the last Frogmite, Mirror Enforcer, a Tog, plus a human, but again, they're not really pressuring like my board presence that much. They're kind of like stopping me from attacking with Stonehorn or fogging my attacks with Moment's Peace, but I want to keep all my card draw in the deck for sure. I don't think I want Hydra Blast. I think just bringing in these cards is enough. I think taking out a Fling is good because they're going to have a lot of interaction. Like, they might even bring in Hydra Blasts, and they might have like other instant speed counter spells. Going for Fling against them can be pretty scary. I think I want it like this and just try to draw as much as I can and just like try to outdraw them. I don't know if it's the best prospect, but we're gonna go for it. I could have just also had out every Galvblast, but I like to have access to some. Uh, 5 land Disciple. They kept 7 pretty quick. I think I have to mulligan. I have to draw cards. This doesn't really do anything. All right. This one we keep. We just put back a Galvblast and call it a day. I want to keep all these lands, get this Thoughtcast and this Mirror Enforcer going. I know we can't cast a Tog, but it was definitely between putting back a Tog and Galvblast, and I think it was not close putting back Galvblast. A 1-mana artifact would be so good here. Sphere or Star. 8 out of 54. Thraben is another really good draw. And I have 3 Thrabens. So I have like 11 great draws. Pathetic Prism is also a good draw. Disciple is not bad, not great. We're stopped on our upkeep. These last 2 games have been slow. These last 2 matches, I guess our opponent conceded like without even playing game one. I guess just maybe this league has felt a little slow. Not the last match. This match is feeling a little slow, and then we just had a really long grindy match against Stompy. Stompy can kind of get like that, where it's really hard to like do all the combat math and decide exactly what you should do. So now, basically, any 1 or 2 drop, we don't really want another Disciple, but it's not terrible, especially with a Tog. But I really want like a Pathetic Prism, a 1 drop artifact to just get my artifact count up, something like that. Another Atog is not a good draw. Of One Mind is actually not terrible. Wow, blue, interesting. Thraben is fine. I wish we drew that last turn, but I'll just attack for 1, play Thraben, pass. It's actually not bad because it's a body, it's an artifact. Thraben has just continuously impressed me while I'm playing this deck. I think it just deserves a slot in Affinity. It's kind of like Gilded Goose in the sense that it's like a 1 drop, and yes, it's just a normal 1 mana creature that costs colored mana, but it is essentially a 1 mana artifact that can draw a card. It's a body. I know like the standard like Jeskai Affinity decks generally play like core Skyfisher um, in order to like bring back Thraben and then draw more cards with clues. But I'm kind of liking the Disciple plan here, honestly. And they didn't do anything. Wow, what'd they keep? That's a weird hand. All right, I'm gonna again start by attacking. I'm not worried about a flash blocker. Just hit for 2, and then we'll decide what to do. I might lead by playing a Relic of Progenitus, and they might try to counter it. But if they don't, Relic is pretty solid in this matchup. So I'm gonna start with that. And I'd rather resolve Thoughtcast anyway. So let's just start with play Relic like this. And then if this gets countered, I can still go Seat into Thoughtcast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could also go Seat into Mirror Enforcer to try to get more pressure going. I think I like Thoughtcast though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's Of One Mind. Okay, that's actually not bad. Just pass the turn. Definitely not planning to just pop this Relic to draw a card. Definitely not. There's a Bonder's Ornament and a tap land. Sure. Let's just Relic them for fun. Okay, land is good. So let's go play land. I have 4, 5, 6 artifacts out right now. So I can Mirror Enforcer for 1 mana, and I can Of One Mind for 1 mana. Again, I think I just start by attacking. And then I probably just go Mirror Enforcer into Of One Mind into a Tog. Alternatively, I can just go actually a Tog into Of One Mind. I guess that's technically better because then if I draw another 1 mana artifact, I can play it and play Mirror Enforcer for 0 or choose to leave up Relic. Don't think I can kill them here. They go to 15. Yeah, I can blast them down to 11, and then I don't have enough artifacts. If I jam a Tog and it gets Hydro Blasted on the stack, I can still play Mirror Enforcer into Of One Mind. Okay. They take 2 here. I'll just jam a Tog. Play Of One Mind for 1 mana. Nice. Yeah, now I go Sphere, Mirror Enforcer, go. I don't have Relic activation up, but I'm not too scared of like, they don't have Tron. They're not going to be able to do like a crazy flicker loop this turn. Mystical Teachings. Okay, that resolves. I can just tap Relic to exile that. Hydroblast. Okay. Hydroblast right now. I'm not going to sack anything, I don't think. Yeah, I think I just go exile your mystical. Like, what would I sack? I would have to sack my Clue or my Sphere, which both draw me cards, or my Relic. If I sacked, let's see. If I sacked some land, it just can't be right. There's no way. I'm just going to let it happen. I don't want to get got by anything. I want to like draw as many cards, like I said, as possible in this matchup. I'll just tap a Relic, target them, make them exile that Hydroblast. And then I'm swinging for 6 down to 9. Okay. I'll probably lead just crack Sphere here. Yes, yield. And then go play Prism, draw. All right, there's a Tog. I might be able to kill them now. So I think I'll just start by attacking. Go Furnace. I think I'm supposed to, yeah, play a Tog. Oh, they're F6'd. I'm going for it. Oh, I did not mean to crack Relic there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm still going for it. I think they're F6'd. I don't think they can actually respond to this anyway. That was a bad misclick. That almost cost me. Okay, nice. Got the 4-1. Beat Flickertron in the end, got some chests. I think this deck is actually pretty strong. I mean, while the Stompy player did misplay at the end, I think we still had it, but we beat a Gleeful Sabotage on turn 2. That was pretty sick. So you can beat the hate. This deck is strong. I like this build too. I like the triple of one mind. Like when I play this deck, I just want to keep drawing and drawing and drawing. That's why I don't really like the Springleaf drums that much. Sphere was a little bit awkward. I could like cut one sphere, run a what is that 2-drop that when it enters you draw and when it sacks you draw? You could play one of those. You could go down to one Fling main, but against non-counterspell matchups, Fling plus a Tog is like your easiest like combo out. And I don't know if it's better to have Disciple or just to have some like core Skyfishers or more artifacts. But I mean, Disciple performed well as we saw. Like we drained a lot of people out with it. It just provides this other angle of attack, which is pretty sick. So yeah, I really like this deck. My channel is youtube.com/snapbolt. Thanks so much for watching. Go subscribe, like this video. I really appreciate it. Till next time, peace.